Hello students, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. So we are today into our third lesson where we are talking about science and technology. Basically we are trying to revise. I have taken your concern of last lesson into consideration where you have mentioned that my voice is not audible. So I did some settings, so let's see whether we'll be able to solve that issue or not. I hope you're watching these lessons, try to make notes of them. Surely we'll send you notes very soon also. But one of the things that you should always remember in online learning is that you should always make notes out of it, even though you might get the soft copy. That's very important. Why? Because it's online, right? So it's not a movie, so you have to get yourself involved, and the only way for you to get yourself involved is by making notes. So let's start today's first topic where we'll try to understand President of India unveiled, that means basically inaugurated, India's first indigenous high temperature fuel cell. Look at the word indigenous, that means domestically made high temperature fuel cell developed by CSIR with partnership Indian Industries under a flagship program called New Millennium India's Technology Leadership Initiative. Please remember, very important, New Millennium Indian Technology Leadership Initiative is a program where what we are trying to do is that we are trying to develop niche technologies with everything made domestically within our own country. That's the whole idea. This is a public-private partnership project where we'll also take the help of private organization as well as the government organization like CSIR. This is a 5 kV fuel cell that generates power in green manner. You see, everything today matters. Why do we want to go for green? We want to reduce gases, exhaust, carbon, diesel. We want to reduce all of this. We want to go for green. That's why fuel cell is important. Although a lot of fuel cells are developed every day, but when you talk about green, this particular fuel cell, we basically produce here in a green manner. That's why it's very important. These are developed based on high temperature proton exchange membrane. You see, membrane is like a sheet. It's like a sheet, but a sheet that allows something from it. So that's why this particular membrane allows proton exchange. So that's why it's called high temperature proton exchange membrane. It is very much suitable for distributed stationary power application like small offices, commercial units, data centers, where you require very high reliable power, because data center, you store everything there. Suddenly if the power goes off, there should not be a fluctuation in the power backup. That means like things like ventilators or all of this can also be a very important thing. This particular technology is emerging as a very good in terms of distribution power generation system, because it's green and it's easy to make and it goes for a long time. Let's see more detail about this. This is how proton exchange membrane fuel cell look like. You see, there is anode, there is a cathode, there is an electrolyte. You have seen this exam in your NCERT. That's why NCERTs are very important. Now look at it. First of all, it's water based. The polymer is acidic. There is a platinum base electrodes. That's why they operate at a very low temperature. Why it is important? You see, if the fuel cell operates at a very high temperature, it reduces its efficiency, will lead to heating up of that particular system and may not survive for a very long time. So if it basically operating at a low temperature, it helps for us to basically use it for a very long time. What are high temperature? Same thing, where low temperature operates at like 100 degree, high temperature operates at like 200 degree. Okay, that's why it's basically important, because it also overcomes the current limitation of the fuel purity. Right now what happens is that our fuel cells, because of different electrolytes being added, there is a purity problem, the current that we generate is not complete efficient, so we lose certain efficiency in between. These kind of fuel cell overcomes that problem of efficiency. What is the difference between a battery and a fuel cell? See, basically both are electrochemical device. Please remember, they are called electrochemical device. But battery is a closed system where what happen is that the electricity is generated from conversion of strong electrolyte to weak electrolyte. You might have seen NaCl, all that, cathode, cathode, the ions, the anode, the positive, the negative moves towards, all of that. That's how a battery generates a power, right? That's good, but it's limited, right? There is a limitation. As soon as electrolyte becomes weak, we cannot use that battery. That's why you see every now and then battery we have to change it. Whereas a fuel cell produces power indefinitely in the whole lifetime of the fuel cell. All that you have to do is that continuously provide fuel and